Good. How can I help you today?
There was a call on yesterday about this.
Okay.
This guy graffitied the whole fence, and he's actively doing stuff right now. So here's the thing. They've been told not to trespass. The fence belongs to me, the HOA. Okay. And he's actually been on top of this wall. The top of the wall is the top of the HOA's property, and I'd like to cite him with trespassing. Okay. He's been told not before. There's been plenty of reports. I've had attorneys. Everything's involved. I'm done with him. He needs to be cited with trespassing. This guy's legitimately trying to ruin my sale of this home. I got a showing today at 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock. He's doing everything he possibly can. He needs to be shut down. I've been into the city. He can't even talk to the city anymore.
Draper 31, clear 5401.
The city attorneys, that's it. He's been banned from talking to anybody else. And I've told the mayor, I've told everyone else, you've got to get involved. This guy is unhinged. My wife, their wife, everybody's wives in here are scared. He is a psychotic lunatic. And I told the officer Fraser yesterday, I says, at what point does it mean that we're actually, like, something has to happen physically to us for someone to actually do something about this?
Yeah. Well, looks like I did get a email from a lieutenant about this because I'm on our COP team.
Oh, cool.
So, so this is, it's your fence or is it his fence?
If you want to pull over here, I'll talk to you and just park. Just that way, just in case someone, I'll give you the back.
Okay, let me flip around.
Okay, you got it. Thanks, man.
Okay. Hi, are you Tyler?
What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this whole...
I'm just installing security cameras because someone stole $1,000 within their trespassing. Did you buy the camera on by the way?
It sure is.
Thank you, sir. It's not yours. That's just for my own. He says he has a lot of friends in the city, and it's proven to be true. So this is my property. I filed a complaint over 2 months ago with a professional survey, as well as his approved plat. It shows this is my property.
So where's the property line at?
The professional survey says at the back of the curb. His own plat says it's 6 inches from the curb. These retaining blocks are 15 inches big.
Okay.
It's geometrically and mathematically impossible. So I explained this to another officer yesterday morning. He seemed to understand it. I'm just installing security cameras. This is my property. As you can see there, I drove a few posts down there. I'm going to do the exact same thing here. And I'm going to take these wireless cameras, and they're going to be angled at my wall. And that's what I'm doing. So do you think that's all right, or is there something I'm misinterpreting?
Well, I work with criminal stuff, okay? I don't know where the property line ends. I'm only going on what you're saying.
Of course, yeah, you can't tell me that.
So if this ends up being their property,
Sure.
you're going to have some
I'm okay with that.
criminal
I'm
mischief.
fine with that. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with it. If this ends up being his property,
yeah.
I'll buy you lunch.
Okay.
Because that ain't going to be true.
So,
Hey, we're not going to have that conversation, sir.
so
I've actually filed, we're actually filing protective orders for this man.
okay.
Continued trespass, continued harassment. Is it okay if me and you talk and he's not here? Like on my property.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to have a conversation.
we can discuss.
I'm going to go back over my
So
fence.
let me talk to him,
You got it.
and then I'll come talk to you because I'm trying to get.
Apparently he's saturating, and he has to control his water per city ordinance. Tell him to put his water on the other side.
Okay. Okay.
Remember?
Okay.
What's wrong? The water is leaking? Sir, can I just finish my project, sir?
When I'm done, my fucking tennis court's going to be in your backyard. You underestimated me.
1329.
Okay. So.
Did you see that, sir? I'm going to request that for my protective order. That's
fine.
ridiculous. I'm going to put a T-post here.
Protective order?
Hey,
My
sir.
neighborhood is afraid of you. You're unhinged,
Sir.
bro. Sorry.
Okay, I'm trying to do an investigation, and you're jumping
I'll
in.
stay over here. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Okay, ma'am, if you could please step back so I can do my investigation. I don't care if you're over there, but it's okay. So what's
I'm just gonna put a 2 post in.
okay?
I'm gonna go back to my property. These are gonna charge. They're wireless, and I'm gonna set them up. That's it. There's nothing else.
Okay.
I don't talk to them. I don't look at them. Nothing.
Okay. Well, can I get your info?
Sure, absolutely.
And you admitted to doing all this spray painting?
I called the police before I did it.
Okay.
I spray painted this case number while on the phone with the police.
Okay. What was your name?
Tyler Ashley.
Tyler. Okay.
18 for 30, so need me to head that way?
I've talked to you.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna talk to them, I promise. I'm
Okay.
just gonna
You
do
saying
my
this is
T-post.
your property line?
Copy. 30, you can
Let me
show
talk
it
to
to me.
them, and then we'll figure out where we're at with this. thing.
I'm just gonna put my T-post in and then go back over the fence. That's all
Okay.
I'm doing.
Okay. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Let's talk. I just when I'm trying to talk to, I just if
I get it.
this was a traffic stop, I'd probably have you in handcuffs. Well, I don't work like that, and I don't like to fight people, and let's keep it professional, please. So, what's happening?
All right. Well, let me give you just the back context so you understand. Okay.
Okay.
So when I bought this ground, this was an island. There was a little house right here that I purchased to create the lane, which we
Okay.
did. Okay. This lane was small. Everything was drawn per plan, but I didn't have anything for the retaining.
Because this is a private.
It's a private lane.
private
Telemark's a private lane. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I had to retain. I had to put up a fence. They had an existing fence, but I said, look, once we cut our ground in, we're going to have a discrepancy on height.
Okay.
So I sat in their living room 2 or 3 times. I have text messages. This is all documented through my attorney, through courts, everything else, okay? And I said, what do you want? What kind of fence do you want? Okay? I said, look, I can put a fence on my side of the property, or we can do a nice big fence like this. She said, do this fence, step it. This is twice the fence, by the way. You got wrought iron and precast, all cut in half, so it's $15,000, okay?
Okay.
She used to have a horse. That's his horse now, so different horse.
Okay.
She said, I need my horse to be able to see out. I said, fair enough. We'll do that. You don't owe me anything. I said, but for me to put this fence in, just so you know, I have to step it back onto the property a fair amount. So those footings will have good bearing, right? So the engineering works. Otherwise, these guys won't warranty it. Stuff's going to fall apart. She agreed. I asked several times,
Okay.
Are you sure? She said, yes. Okay. After the fence went in, and you can't just put this in. This is weeks of work that goes in. You don't just get to put this in without them knowing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
So once the fence went in, I was in Mexico, and I got a call from city manager chewing me out. And I says, hey, wait a minute. What is she telling you? She said, well, you put this fence there without them knowing, and they're going to tear it out. So they're going to tear the fence out? So I sued them to put a stay on it. I said, just leave the fence alone. I offered to buy the property. I offered to do an easement. I offered to have, so if anybody gets hurt, just a contract that says, look, we'll beautify the property, we'll take care of it, nothing. They don't want anything. What they're trying to do is they're trying to harm me. So I sued them. I didn't ask for money or anything else, just leave the fence alone. They finally did. That was 4 or 5 years
30
ago.
on my traffic unit.
He bought the house, and this is the son, okay?
Okay.
So he bought the house next door.
Ashby.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is Luann and Carrie Ashby, and he's Tyler Ashby. This is my home here. My northern boundary borders both of their properties.
Trooper
Out of the blue,
31
I
and
get
a
a
unit
phone
to
call.
back copy
Hey.
for a standby assist.
Or a text message, Tom, or email, I don't
31.
remember what it was. Do you mind if I run a survey? And I said, no problem. There was no issues. I was on speaking terms with this lady right here.
Okay. Head that way in a minute.
And I said, yeah, no problem. So he gets his surveyor out here, and then he says, Tom, 18-inch pillar right here.
Caller is going to
They have a 2-foot auger that goes around and puts in a big footing. That 18-inch sits on top. So on that curve radius, 1 to 2 inches on 3 footings on the far back side of my property, the east side of my property. Per his survey, I have to redo mine and look at it. I haven't done it yet. He says, hey, those are sitting there. I said, okay, what do you want to do? I will grant you the property. I will adjust my property line by 2 inches so you can have this.
Okay.
Or I'll chip them off. No problem. They're below the dirt, right?
Yeah.
And this was prior to him even owning the property. So the fence itself sits squarely on my property by, from the pillar 2 inches or so, and inside each panel even more than that. So so then I offered to do all this. I had my attorney draft everything up, and then he changed it. He sent his own DocuSign with other things that are already city ordinance controlling your water. That's why I said that, just barely. Whatever it may be. And so I said, I can't sign this. It put me in a precarious position. I said, you have a document. The property's yours. I'll give you 2 inches of my property. It's not a big deal. So, and his history, I've got videos of him saying some really, really strange rant. I mean, honestly, he's a lunatic. So after that, then he started to call the city. Hey, your pergola is too tall.
So just
Your sign is out here.
neighbor wars. It starts.
And again, I'm not doing anything at this point. I'm letting it die. So if I was out of compliance with the city, and I'm a builder developer. I've been doing this for 27 years. I know everybody here really well. So I called the city and I said, hey, what do you need me to do to comply? If I'm out of compliance, he tried to get me to shut this down. He's tried to say, you've got to tear off the face of your house. You've got to redo your lane because my survey's wrong. Which it's not. I wouldn't have been able to put this lane in if they wouldn't. The city engineering, they've checked, everything's been checked. So he's contacted every single agency in the city and the state, even making the city jump through hoops, which again, he's not allowed to talk to anybody over the city anymore because he's so unhinged. So you can go in there and ask those guys, he's only allowed to talk to legal. So, so I've fixed everything. And so when he wasn't able to shut me down on that stuff, I've complied with the city, I've talked to him, or he was out of line on something, they're like, no, that's not ordinance, or Tom's in line with this, whatever it may be. At that point, then he's harassed me with over a dozen emails, all threatening. Okay, and I've just ignored it. I said, look, I'm trying to starve this thing. Like, I just want to live my life and be left alone here. And so they come on the lane, they throw the rocks on the lane. You can see where they're kind of piled up right here. Mm-hmm. So they throw the rocks on the lane. She stole the rocks, put them up there. And I have proof of paying for all this stuff. I have no problem giving you, I have proof of everything. They didn't do it. It matches my fence over here. And so they just started upping the ante. And then they put in these little signs here that say encroachment, all this other stuff. I've offered mediation. I've offered, do you want the fence? Do you want me to take down the fence?
Yeah.
What do you want? And here's what they said yesterday. So Rob Hitchcock at the end of the street called the police for the second time yesterday. He called them the first, and he called them the second after he started spray painting everything. I was out of town, okay? And back up. But the reason he started spray painting is he put up these signs. Let me show you the signs he put up, okay?
What's your name, sir?
Tom Hasleton. T-O-M.
Hasleton.
Yeah, last name.
So, and
well, here's, let me just see, these are the signs, okay?
Beginning mileage 459.
And it's got my name, it's got my company name, he's defaming me. There's another one here. Fiduciary duty is not greater than the crown since I'm the HOA president. The fence belongs to the HOA. He's defamed, he's defaced it, he's ruined it. And then here's a third one here. Oops. Book of Mormon and baseball bats. It has nothing to do with me. My attorney went in and said something to him once to try to resolve it. And then they're talking about different complaints. And anyway, so these signs draped this. Well, one night they disappeared. I was out of town. So I got a phone call from my neighbor. I'm like, what just happened? He says the signs are down, the whole thing's trusted, and maybe he took his own signs. I don't know. So he had the ability to do this. I have no idea what happened. And then he came through. You can see the spray paint cans are right there. I'm sure he's got his receipt dangling too.
Yeah, no,
so
he admitted to doing all this.
Yeah.
So I got him on video. However, I mean, he's saying he owns it. You're saying you own it.
Well,
neither one of you have given me plot plans or anything to prove that you do.
Well, did you see the pin that I pointed out?
Let's go take a look at that.
As far as location, that is their property, but the fence belongs to me. Someone paid for it.
See, I don't know how that works.
Well,
you got paper showing ownership to the fence?
Oh, I got receipts, sure.
Well, receipts, and I don't know what kind of agreement that you guys had.
There wasn't, because they wouldn't agree after. So after their text message and everything went through,
Yeah.
And this is something that my attorney will be able to tell you more about.
Yeah.
So this point right here, imagine a square angle right here, okay?
Okay.
So this goes this way to my property. Again, my fence here is squarely on mine, and then it goes this way all the way down the lane. And then out by the stop sign there, and I can walk down there and show you that same thing.
So whose marker is this? Is it?
This is the survey when they resurveyed the subdivision, when I built this.
Okay.
That thing's been there for 5 years.
Okay.
So in 2020, this was built.
Okay.
Either 2021 or 21. So that's an original survey mark right there. And then again, there's nowhere to put it but on this. And so I'm going to walk down here and I'll show you the other one. Okay? Just for context.
The issues I'm running into is I need to get some kind of plot plans. I know you're telling me you own it, you got receipts.
I've got them on my phone.
I can give you my card, you can email me this, and I can check with the city to verify that this is whose fence it is. Go for it. Because the problem is he says it's his, you say it's yours. I need to verify. I can't just go around charging people until I know without a doubt that.
My call earlier to Officer Fraser
Yeah.
was to let him know on Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
I just want the police to come out. I'm going to pull the fence out. Yeah. No,
Well.
he's underestimated me, but that's my right.
Well,
That's my right.
yeah. I would recommend going through a civil court before doing something like that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
You feed your family with this job, right?
I do.
And so do I with mine.
Yeah.
And he's affecting me. I've got $1.5 million stuck in this, and it's $20,000 a month.
Yeah.
And everyone says take your time. It's been 5.5 years. So if you guys have gray area, well, so do I. And if there's no way to determine any of this, well, then it's my right to. And a civil court will figure it out. I'm just making sure that the police come out to escort.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to take it back, and I have proof of the fence paid for through all the receipts.
But see,
so I can show that.
With my job, I'm
Yeah.
yeah, we're just
Go
yeah.
back another one.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do the bounce around because we're short. So
Yeah, no worries. The problem
Thanks, man.
is I get that, and I'm all for that, but I don't. If I'm obtaining property from somebody or getting something, I make sure I cover my bases with a legal protection, with an order, something like that. I used to work for UPD Civil Division.
Okay.
We had a similar situation. Guy ripped down a fence thinking it was his. He ended up getting charged with a felony because it's vandalism. It ended up going in his.
And what's that?
Well, that's
so why does crazy get a pass?
Well,
Do you see
because
what I mean?
I don't know whose fence it is.
Okay, then if you don't know whose fence it is, then why does it matter if I take it down? If you're not doing anything about that, then how can you do something about mine? I'm just trying to make sense.
Because he says it's his, you say it's yours.
Well, it's not though. I have proof. I can show you proof.
That's
the difference. He can say all he wants, and I can literally show you proof. I can have my attorney send the Draper City attorney everything.
But I could get my attorney to pretty much draft up whatever I want. I have an attorney too that protects me. I got a $3 million policy that protects me.
You personally?
Yes.
Yeah, you should. Sure.
So I don't do anything to jeopardize my reputation, my job.
No, should you?
Like
and I'm
that.
not asking you to.
But I'm just saying, like, I know you're saying this, but I'm not going into a house without a judge signing off on a warrant. I'm not taking back any property unless there's unreasonable doubt. Unless there's unreasonable doubt that it's mine to take.
Okay.
So, I mean, you run the risk if this falls, whichever side it falls on, it ends up being his.
And the lawsuit's going out today.
You're looking at some serious legal issues.
I've told my attorney,
So-
and he said, "You're right. It's yours. Go ahead." I've told the city, besides you, which is why I want to notify the police.
Yeah.
So if there's an issue, they understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And so for me, and again, you guys, if there's no charges his way, there should be no charges my way. And it's a civil issue.
Well,
So why can't he deface that? Answer that question for me. If there's no
Well-
charges there. Because he said it's his? And what if I say it's mine? Because it is.
It runs the same risk for him if it ends up being yours.
Well, what?
He's going to get charged. If
So
it
what
ends
I was
up-
told yesterday by Officer Fraser was that there were no charges. And there aren't going to be.
There's no charges right now. No.
Yeah, I understand. So what changes?
Why
would it be different for me?
It's the same thing.
Is it because I'm the law-abiding citizen?
No, I told him the same thing. I said, if this ends up not being yours, you're going to be in a heap of trouble. I told him that exact same thing.
Yeah, we're going after criminal too.
So
See all this? It blocks the stop sign. They won't pull it down. My wife came out of here the other day. We've asked the ordinance officer to take this, and a little girl hit into her car on her dumber.
Yeah.
They won't take care of this either. That's
Well,
the property line right there.
I'm trying to be. I mean, I gotta also.
You have to be neutral and you have to follow the law, and I understand that. I'm not asking you to do anything different.
But I'm gonna document this, and I mean, I give you my card. If you have more relevant, pertinent information,
To show I paid for it.
that should whether you paid for it or not.
Well, what do they show you? What are they going to do?
Nobody has showed me anything.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, send me your card. Give me your card, and I'll give it to my attorney and have him send you everything. That way, the police, when they come out here, they know what they're dealing with.
Yeah, because I actually was tasked to try to help resolve this because I'm on our community-oriented policing team.
No, there's no resolving this. The only way it's going to get resolved is with a heavy lawsuit. He's absolutely crazy.
28. What's the case number to this?
28, your case is 13826. 13826.
Okay. There's the case number. My email's on there. I mean, he says his property line goes to here. Fence is built there. I don't know.
13 arriving.
You're saying you paid for the fence.
I did.
I didn't see
13
agreement.
copy. 1346.
Is the fence on his property line?
The fence is on
and
our
you,
property.
And you paid for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, it had to be there based on her recommendation of what she wanted, and so I granted that. You can see here the fence steps back, but it had to be in back of this right here.
Yeah.
Because of the retaining
So
wall. It's
I
kind of
mean, I understand that, but also if it's on his property, I mean, you're not gonna have somebody over on your property doing stuff, right?
if they paid for it.
Well, that would need an agreement of something saying, hey, I paid for this. You're not supposed to deface. You're not supposed to do anything to this fence. That's what
Well,
we're looking for.
There is a rule of law that man has to go by, and that's do no harm to property and do no harm to people.
I'm very aware of that.
And all the other rules and laws don't matter because that's really what matters. And this is property.
No, I get it. It uglies it up. It very much so.
So these are my agents here. They're trying to sell this house. They're turning it on.
I mean,
and he's clearly trying to. And his dad yesterday told my neighbor, and I have this on record, that they're literally trying to harm me. They won't go to mediation.
Yeah.
They won't nothing.
Yeah.
So
The
it's time for.
bad thing is that since this is a private drive,
I understand.
our code enforcement couldn't come out and, do that. I don't believe.
However, if I painted all over my house and had this stuff, the city would say, "Hey, look, you can't do that."
Yeah.
And so
Check in
it's
the
the
air
same
for a
thing.
sheriff's
This is what I told
unit
the
on
city.
the
Yeah. I mean, I can reach out to our code enforcement guy and get
I've been
his
in touch
assessment.
with Matt, his boss.
Yeah.
David Bernal doesn't call me back.
Yeah.
So even if I go through the portal and do this stuff, they're not, and they know what's going on over here. I'm tired of it. I want to be left alone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so my other alternative is to put a fence along this curb right here. Okay, all the way down, which
I mean-
I'm going
Thank
to.
you. It's going to be at the
But I need the
charging
immediate
at
fix.
10 o'clock
This is out of control.
for mine.
And so what he's doing is like you get paid every 2 weeks or every month or whatever it is for your salary. Guess what? He's taking food off my table just like you'd be taking food off yours.
Yeah.
I'm not taking food off his table. He has no damages, none. I do. So I'm tired of crazy getting a pass because that's what this is. This is unhinged.
Well, that's on the line of a civil lawsuit.
My point. So if I pull the fence out because it belongs to me,
1348.
that's also civil. It is.
But it's on his property.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But,
Well-
but they've also trespassed on this lane where they've actually been given written notice not to be here. And if they've been on the lane and they've been given written notice, then why aren't the police actually arresting them? Because this is documentable.
Yeah.
So why aren't they giving him?
Well,
Because they don't want to.
I'm going to tell him.
Trevor, can you go for check?
I have video of him stepping right on top of the wall, trespassing.
I'll talk to him about that.
Yeah, you can't. And so
Okay, 1349.
I just don't understand why it's the law-abiding citizen gets the law.
No,
I'm tired of it. I
get
really
it.
am.
I get it.
Look, I've built a lot of this city. I try to help. I try to improve. And I've got a madman, legit a madman
Well,
here, and
let me
people are
see
afraid of him.
Let me see if I can reason with him.
Good luck.
If not, you got your civil lawsuit. If your lawyer says you have the right to take out this fence, I mean,
I'll have him send it to you,
if
okay?
you trust your lawyer,
I do.
you do that. But I'm just telling you, it is. Yeah.
I understand.
So, my number's on there. My cell phone number's on there.
Get an email too.
In my
Thanks.
email, you can call me. I'll just write up. I came here, talk to you, talk to him. I'm gonna see if I can talk to him some more.
So his parents live here, and he lives next door.
Okay.
Where is he now? I don't know.
I don't know what's made it come to this, but
It's been 6 years again. This just escalated after
Yeah.
he moved in and bought the house next door.
yeah.
So
Trooper 3, go ahead.
again, I have no idea. I've tried to solve it. I said, what do you want? What can we do to solve this thing and just get it to go away and just be neighbors? I don't care to see you, bro, but I don't want to deal with you.
Yeah.
There is no resolution. And yesterday, his dad said this to my neighbor. He
Sheriff,
told
you
me
need a
this,
copy?
and I sent it to my attorney.
1350.
I'm a missionary, and the way for me to help Tom do better is to compel him to do better. You know what kind of thinking that is? Remember the people that went and drank cyanide?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's crazy shit.
Well,
And so that's their thinking. And again, documentable. Okay?
well,
So yeah, I want that on the record so that people hear this and see this.
all this is.
They're wild. Was it Jim Jones or something like that, I think?
Yeah, Jim Jones.
Yep.
Trooper 31 in
That's
unit
these
24.
people. They're thinking they're helping me become a better person by doing this.
Well,
Copy
yeah,
1351.
this is a challenging one for me, but we will get a resolution to this at some point. I have a whole team that we can brainstorm and talk about
Okay.
how we can figure this out from the law enforcement side. However, if it's it's mostly civil right now because I don't have any property lines, I don't have any ownership declarations. You did say he owns the property, you own the fence.
Yeah.
So if that's true, you got to do what you got to do. But
I'll send you something today.
I wouldn't do
So
anything
your
without
department has it.
some court order saying that you can take this down. Because if it's as easy as you say, a judge will sign off on it and tell you immediate removal of offense,
Fair enough.
right? So,
Sheriff
I
63,
appreciate you
copy
guys.
for a theft by
But
cop.
again, that's why I was calling you guys going, hey,
Yeah.
look, just so you know, this is what's going
yeah,
on.
but I'll definitely document this. I mean, if I was in the same situation, I'd get my lawyer on the phone and say, let's get into court and let's get a cease and desist order right now. I wouldn't be worried about, anything else. But, like I said, I worked for the Civil Division UPD, and we didn't do any civil action without a court order. We wouldn't touch a property without any court order.
And I understand that, especially
So-
from a police standpoint. It makes sense.
Yeah.
There has to be rule of law, and I understand that fully, which is, I've literally tried to just stay neutral in this,
Yeah.
and just back off.
Yeah.
I haven't done much. I did send a letter from my attorney after all the signage went up, just threatening lawsuit, saying, hey, pull him down. This is ridiculous. You're harming me. And then he just got worse. I mean, for all I know, he took his own signs down just so he could do this. I mean,
Maybe.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah. But you got my number.
I do.
You got my cell number. Like I said, we got a whole team. We're going to brainstorm and figure out how we can help this situation. In the meantime,
Trooper 28, code for check.
go for it. In the meantime, I would get on the phone with the attorney, get some cease and
Copy,
desist
32.
order, and you can reference my case that we've been out here and see if you can.
Is this a new case number today? Or is it going to go to the old case?
This is going to be a new case number, but
13-826.
it'll be linked to the other cases.
Fair enough.
So
Okay, man.
yeah. So sorry.
I
mean,
appreciate you.
yeah.
I understand.
All right. Well, give me a call if you have any questions or anything. My cell number's on there.
I'll have something sent to you for my attorney.
Okay. Sounds good.